Nearly all men can withstand adversity, but to test a man's character, give him power. This essay topic came in 2024. Let's dig in and find out what is the fundamental thing that this is talking about. Clearly, adversity versus power. That's the game that's going on. What does adversity test? See, this essay topic talks about these two things as fundamental tests of human beings, and adversity tests something, power tests something else. What does adversity test? Adversity tests something called resilience. Are you able to fight back or not? But power tests true character, power tests integrity, power tests morality, and ethical leadership, things like that, right? So these are some of our keywords, right? Now let's get into the details of the arguments. The first thing I would write is power reveals true character. Okay, so here we should write that power has an aspect that it really magnifies personal traits, right? Whatever you traits you have, when you have power, you have enough of everything, that actually comes out, which is very different from when you don't have something. Then adversity kicks in and you are resilient and you try to get over that situation. So, but power is different. Power has enough and more of everything that you need, and that actually magnifies your personal traits. So they expose your underlying values. This is our first point. The second thing you should do is definitely talk about the fact that adversity also tests human character, but it basically tests your resilience. It talks about survival, right? And survival is a characteristic of life itself. And even unintelligent life is something that engages in survival. So adversity is definitely a test, but it's somewhat one dimensional. Then you must come to the core point. It's talking about ethical leadership. That's the core point of this essay. And you must explore things like how ethical leaders utilize power for common good, right? How they keep the interest of everyday citizens at heart, and they inspire trust and loyalty. This is a key part of ethical leadership. And then the fourth thing I would say is corruption of power. So give examples of leaders that really abuse their power, right? You know of that quote, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So write about that. And there's several examples you can take here from Stalin, Hitler, Richard Nixon. Then I would say the fifth point I would write is about institutions, the power of institutions, the checks and balances, right? How we can check, we can make sure that things don't get out of hand, that there is some check against authority. There are frameworks like judiciary, the press, and overall, how democratic governance plays a role in promoting ethical conduct. So our examples, if I recall, you can talk about Nixon, Hitler, Mussolini, all those things as the negative side, and you can talk about Gandhi and Mandela on the other side, right? They also had amazing power and great number of people followed them, but they stuck to their ethical leadership. So I think those are your examples. Take a screenshot and save it for your revisions. I hope you liked our little green monster, and I'll see you next time.